Sometimes certain franchises become so incredibly successful that the gamble of replacing characters with new faces is a risk producers are willing to take. Follow us behind the scenes of 5 unexpected actors recasts. Number 1. James Rhody Rhodes. 15 years ago, the Marvel Cinematic Universe began its legacy with the box office success of Iron Man. Rhody, who is an officer in the Air Force and shares a deep and long-standing friendship with Tony Stark, was initially portrayed by Terrence Howard in the franchise's first film. Terrence's charismatic performance was well received but short-lived. Howard's quick replacement by Don Cheadle in the second Iron Man installment was a shake-up that didn't sit well with Terrence over the years, and he hasn't been shy about expressing his dissatisfaction.
It was Iron Man killing my career.
Due to a previous contract and the success of the first movie, Terrence, who had been the highest-paid actor in the first film, raking in around $4 million, understandably expected a hefty raise for the sequel. But Marvel's offer came with a surprising pay cut, which didn't align with Terrence's expectations.
We think the movie would be successful with or without you. So
to add a dash of intrigue, Terrence suggested that this salary snip was to make room for a fatter paycheck for Robert Downey Jr. He even implied in an interview for Watch What Happened that Robert had basically swiped the money that might have otherwise been his. But there were also whispers in the wind, hinting at director Jon Favreau's dissatisfaction with Terrence's performance on set and his rather challenging personality.
A huge franchise off of it.
Don Cheadle, who agreed to continue the role for a measly $1 million, has been giving life to Rhody, also known as War Machine, ever since. Number 2. Albus Dumbledore. Known for his long white beard, eccentric demeanor, and profound wisdom, Albus Dumbledore stands as the benevolent headmaster and one of the most powerful wizards in the magical world of Harry Potter. Embarking on this remarkable journey, Richard Harris assumed the mantle of Albus Dumbledore in the first 2 Harry Potter films. Initially, Harris hesitated to embrace this role due to health concerns, but it was the heartfelt encouragement of his young granddaughter that ultimately convinced him to take on this legendary character. His portrayal became both beloved and iconic. However, tragedy struck just before the release of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets in November 2002. Hospitalized due to a severe illness, Harris received the somber diagnosis of Hodgkin's lymphoma. Despite facing this grave health challenge, Harris went so far as to urge Alfonso Cuarón, the director of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, not to recast his iconic role. Unfortunately, a few months after, Richard Harris, at the age of 72, lost his battle with Hodgkin's lymphoma. With the irreplaceable loss of Harris, the director considered a long list of talented actors before deciding to cast Michael Gambon. Notably, Gambon chose not to emulate Harris' performance, but instead crafted his unique interpretation of the character. Fans have expressed that Harris portrayed the beloved and calm Dumbledore, while Gambon brought forth the more fearsome and authoritative version of the character. While initially jarring for some viewers, Gambon's commanding presence and unwavering commitment to the role gradually won the hearts of fans. Number 3. Gellert Grindelwald. Emerging from the magical realm of wizards, Fantastic Beasts delves into a tale set well before our beloved young wizard, Harry Potter, made his mark. This saga introduces Gellert Grindelwald, a feared dark wizard, originally portrayed by Johnny Depp in the 2 first films. But Depp's casting raised rumors of an audience boycott after the release of the first film in the franchise due to allegations of domestic violence made by Depp's ex-wife, Amber Heard. Director David Yates and the author of the books J.K. Rowling came together to defend their casting decision. The author published a statement on her website, saying, "When Johnny Depp was cast as Grindelwald, I thought he'd be wonderful in the role. However, around the time of filming his cameo in the first movie, stories had appeared in the press that deeply concerned me and everyone most closely involved in the franchise." As David Yates, longtime Potter director, has already said, "We naturally considered the possibility of recasting. I understand why some have been confused and angry about why that didn't happen." The situation escalated when Johnny Depp took legal action against the Sun newspaper for labeling him a wife-beater in one of their articles and subsequently losing the case against the newspaper. In November 2020, Depp announced that he had been asked by the production company to resign from his role of Grindelwald. Depp's departure led Warner Bros. To replace him with Mads Mikkelsen. But despite Mads' acclaimed performance, the change sparked mixed reactions from both the public and the industry. Johnny eventually sued Amber for defamation and emerged victorious, causing a lot of dissatisfaction among the fans who claimed that the recasting was unfair, which led to another major boycott of the third movie in the franchise. Number 4. Dr. Bruce Banner, also coming from the incredible Marvel Cinematic Universe, a brilliant scientist who, due to a gamma radiation accident, was transformed into a massive, green-skinned creature. The Hulk has been a fan favorite ever since his first appearance in the comics. Edward Norton's 2008 portrayal in The Incredible Hulk truly caught Marvel fans' attention. Norton was known for his dedication to his craft and a stickler for perfection, bringing not only his acting skills but also a strong desire to be involved behind the camera. When the filming started, Norton seemed to believe he'd have more creative influence on the character and the story, but found his ideas heavily edited and some of his scenes on the cutting room floor. Norton was discontent with the final edit of the film, which removed a significant portion of the character development that he had contributed, resulting in a more action-oriented cut. Norton's discontent continued even after the film's release, with his refusal to engage in press activities. When it was announced Norton wouldn't be returning for the role, Kevin Feige, the mastermind behind the Marvel Cinematic Universe, revealed, "Our decision is not one based on monetary factors, but instead rooted in the need for an actor who embodies the creativity and collaborative spirit of our other talented cast members." Apparently, the switch to Mark Ruffalo was more about finding someone who could fit seamlessly into Marvel's ensemble cast. Norton's departure left the Marvel team with a new Hulk, and while some fans mourned the loss, Mark Ruffalo stepped in to give us the Hulk we know today. Number 5, Victoria. Delving into the captivating universe of vampires, werewolves, and the profound love story of Bella and Edward, the Twilight Saga boasts an extensive fan base. Among its intriguing characters, the villainous vampire Victoria plays a pivotal role in the series. Initially portrayed by Rachel Lefevre, the character's essence was wholeheartedly embraced. Lefevre's unwavering commitment was evident as she passed up other opportunities to ensure her availability for filming. According to her, she has selectively chosen roles with concise shooting schedules. Summit, the studio behind the Twilight series, had previously picked up Lefevre's contract option for Eclipse. However, things took an unexpected turn when Summit claimed a conflict during her 10-day overlap with the filming schedule of Barney's version. This led to Summit's decision to recast the role of Victoria, replacing Lefevre for Bryce Dallas Howard. Lefevre expressed her deep sadness about not being able to complete her portrayal of Victoria for the Twilight audience. She conveyed her gratitude for the fan support and also expressed her surprise and hurt at Summit's decision to move on without her, wishing the cast and crew of Eclipse the best. Summit, on the other hand, responded by explaining that she had failed to inform the studio of her commitment to Barney's version in advance of shooting Eclipse and only revealed her filming schedule at the last possible moment. So what truly makes a remarkable franchise? Is it the gripping plots or the unique essence each actor brings to their character? Let us know in the comments.